Hey guys, my name's Jess, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm just going to talk about something that as a dyslexic I've struggled with, and hopefully give you guys a few tips if you don't know how to get around it. So I'm just using this little iPhone which I have to carry around because my phone's playing up currently. I wrote a few notes, so yeah, I'm just going to go through the notes and then give you guys some tips. As I've said before, I kind of struggle with this, and it's something that I have to deal with quite a bit over the past 4 years since being diagnosed. I find it difficult sometimes to explain why certain colours on paper don't work for me. As if people don't know, I mainly use blue on paper to read. If it's an overlay, I use this colour, which is like a greeny blue, but if it's paper, it has to be blue. And it doesn't help when people kind of shove all these different colour of paper in front of me and go, does this work, does that work, does this work, with can you see this, or can you see on that colour, and just not really giving me a chance to answer, or just doing it anyway, even though I already stated the colour I can read on. I also find it difficult when trying to explain. My brain is wired differently when it comes to reading, writing, understanding things, getting information mixed up. People sometimes just don't understand. My brain's wired differently when it comes to that. I have to use a different way to learn and to read and write differently. What makes it worse is trying to explain to people about my dyslexia. I'm more than happy to explain to people my dyslexia. I'm more than happy to explain how it affects me, what I do to kind of help myself with it, whether it's using my overlay, reading ruler and stuff like that. I'm happy to explain how I've learnt, how my brain works, but it doesn't help when people won't let me explain it to them, especially if they don't understand. This kind of came along because yesterday I do maths on an afternoon. I go with 3 of my friends from the Prince's Trust and some other people who are there in the afternoon as well. Most of the ladies that are there are really nice. If I have an issue with anything, or I'm struggling to read something, they don't ask any questions at all, nothing stupid or a silly question. They're like, yep, that's fine, we'll help you out, no questions asked at all, which is great. But there was this one lady yesterday. How do I explain it? She knew that me and one of the other girls that were with me needed a different colour paper. We both had blue paper on the Prince's Trust course, and she was like, what colour? And we both said blue. First of all, the woman thought that overlay was theirs, because I'm assuming they have overlays, because she thought that overlay was theirs. I said to her, no, that's my overlay, I carry one everywhere. And she was like, are you sure? I was like, yes, I wouldn't take one. Me and my friend tried to explain to her we're both dyslexic, but it's different for both of us, whereas I can read on the colour I just showed you, which is a bluey green colour, and I can also read on a blue with an overlay. If it's paper, it has to be blue. My friend, on the other hand, it's blue, just blue everything. And we were trying to explain this to her, and she said, oh well, we've given different colour paper to your mentors. I was like, that's fine, but I don't see my mentor for another week maybe. Anyway, she got this folder and put it in front of my friend and getting all these different colours greens, pinks, yellows, and was like, can you read this, can you read that? And she was like, no. So she was like, oh okay, and then just throwing 101 questions at us. And I was trying to explain it to them and just kind of be like, look, this is what happens, and they weren't having any of it. We were trying to explain how it affects us, and she just kind of weren't getting it. So in the end, I just let her get on with it, and she soon left. My 3 tips, kind of dealing with this. Number 1 is to just be straight with them, or explain everything as much as you possibly can when you first meet somebody, especially if you're doing a course or a job, or even if it's just a little maths afternoon, like an afternoon where you do maths, and you just kind of explain it and be like, I'm dyslexic, I need this colour paper, I carry an overlay, I find it hard to take in information, I find it hard to do whatever it is you find it hard to do. Number 2 is to try and answer any questions they have, like as much as you possibly can. They may have some questions, whether it's like, what support do you need, or any questions they have. If you don't feel comfortable answering the questions, then just kind of step back and be like, I don't feel comfortable answering this question. Especially if you're in a room full of people, I know that can be a little bit like off-putting. So you could say like, I don't really want to answer this question right now, or you could say, I will answer the question privately. It's up to you. Number 3, if somebody is throwing 101 questions at you all at once, and they're not giving you the chance to answer them, or if they're not understanding or not willing to understand, I would say, I will answer these questions to you in time, or just bite your tongue, let them get on with it, and just leave them to it, because not everybody is gonna like understand, and that's fine. And not everybody is going to want to take the time to, which I kind of learnt yesterday. I know the tips aren't the best, but they're kind of what I do. Not all of them, but like someone told me one of the 3, and the other 2 I kind of do. I don't get asked much anymore. I just get my overlay out and no one asks questions or bombards me with 101 questions like yesterday. But like, you know, it's always good to have like some answers prepared, or like have a way to deal with people giving you 101 questions. I hope you like this video. Hopefully I do better like dyslexic topics, because I want to do some more topics on like dealing with dyslexia or something like that. I want to do like other topics, obviously. I'm not going to do dyslexic ones every week, but because I have a bit of time on my hands, but I might as well today. Like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more, and if you want to see me uploading every week or every few weeks. Stay safe, be kind to yourselves and others around you, and I will hopefully see you soon.